Well, one of the newest Colts offensive playmakers is already impressing everyone, including the praise of one of his future, soon-to-be, hopefully, Hall of Fame head coaches in Reggie Wayne. What's going on? I'm Elijah from Sports Talk Indy, and if this is your first time here, we're glad to have you. Welcome. Hope that you will like and subscribe, but don't do it now. Give it like 1 minute. Give it 3 minutes. Make sure you like what you're getting as we cover all things Colts every single day. I want to appreciate everyone who's joined in this community. But today we're going to talk about the one of the more buzzed about draft picks, and that is round 2 pick Adonai Mitchell. Now, I think that for a lot of us, we really liked this pick. We really liked that the Colts picked Adonai Mitchell, but there was definitely some hesitancy because of some character issues that some people had. There were like alleged sources, all of these things coming out about Adonai Mitchell. But we've now had a few days of rookie minicamp and a few opportunities to get to experience Adonai Mitchell. And so now what is everyone saying about the Colts second round pick? This is, we're going to talk from Shane Steichen's first. Shane Steichen on his impression of the 6'2", 205-pound Mitchell. Explosive. You can see the size. You can see the speed. Hands. Great hands. Even watching him in individual drills with Reggie Wayne, just the way he plucks the ball, he's a natural pass catcher. Again, like we talked about after the draft, he can separate at the top of routes. He ran some good routes in 7-on-7. He had some one-on-one winners, which was good to see. I think this is really, he mentions Wayne, and Wayne had an interview today, and we don't have the transcripts from the interview, so I'm just going to kind of paraphrase briefly. But Reggie Wayne said that no matter what he's been throwing at Adonai Mitchell, that no matter what he does, he's explosive. He's continuously breaking free. He's continuously getting separation. There was a clip like this past weekend of Adonai Mitchell getting significant separation off the block and having just really, really good luck against even in the rookie minicamp. And I understand it's a rookie minicamp. I understand that it's not a massive deal, but it is. I mean, it's good to see. It's good to see a guy have this. So this is Dodds on what Mitchell can bring to the Colts offense. He's really athletic for a long guy. Usually those longer guys have a hard time getting in and out of stuff, and you see a little bit of stiffness. He doesn't have that. He can get in and out. Sometimes it doesn't look like he's running really fast because he's 6'2", and he is. With the receivers, the best thing to do is stand down there and have them run towards you because you feel them chewing that ground and getting on top of you. With him, you can feel that. He's going to add another explosive element because of the speed. The strength is a huge factor, right? Because in this league, you're covered most of the time, even when you are open. So length gives Anthony Richardson a bigger target area to hit him, and that's obviously going to help. And we saw like a clip today come out of the camp, and I mean, it was just Anthony Richardson. I mean, it was drill. There's no defense or anything like that, but it was still so good to see. Anthony Richardson had, even in slow motion, just the most beautiful zip. The ball was thrown on a rope, just no drop at all. Perfect spiral thrown right to Adonai Mitchell, and you could just already see what it was going to feel like. And this goes on. Dodds goes on why he thinks Mitchell fell to 52nd in the second round. Probably just because he didn't have his one big year. He played early at Georgia, but moving schools, you're starting over. I think that was probably the biggest thing, was just they're always going to ding people in 1 year production. And then Dodds, if he likes the reason that Mitchell chose number 10. So let's talk about that real quick because maybe not everyone knows. Adonai Mitchell's number was released this weekend, as was everyone's. Latu got number 97. The offensive line went with typical offensive line numbers. Nothing shocking there. But what Adonai Mitchell did was he didn't pick his normal college number, nor did he pick a number from past. What Adonai Mitchell did was he picked the number 10. And this is very significant because the number 10 was how many wide receivers were picked over him in the NFL draft. Now, we've known from the start that Adonai Mitchell has had a chip on his shoulder. And originally, a lot of people thought, and I think this was like a false narrative that was spreading around, but they thought that it was because he didn't want to play in Indy. That could not be further from why. And we get this because Adonai Mitchell came out and said that he picked the number 10 because that's how many wide receivers were picked before him. And this is Dodds on if he likes the reason Mitchell's choice of 10. Yeah, I absolutely mean you love that. I mean, he's competitive. You love that. And wide receiver Anthony Gould continues to go on. He's a great dude. I've been around him. We were at the combine together. It's not the first time we've been around each other. He's a great dude. I'm excited for him. We're both excited to come out here and be able to perform and help this team in any way possible. AD is a great dude and a heck of a player. I know we're both excited to have the U on our helmet and be able to perform. The reason I go on about all this, because, I mean, there's a whole nother thing about Shane Steichen has another interview about Adonai Mitchell. I think everyone's curious to see what is the Colts leadership's opinion of Adonai Mitchell now that we've had a few weeks of being able to analyze him and being able to see where he's at and what he's doing. And this is overwhelmingly encouraging. Now, hear me out. I don't think that anyone is really going to have anything massively major, negative to say. That would just be a PR nightmare. But I do think this is extraordinarily encouraging that even guys like Reggie Wayne are going out of their way to say really great praise about what Adonai Mitchell can do. And again, you even look at the separation in rookie minicamp on a simple slant route where everyone knows what's coming and what the play is going to be. He gets 3 or 4 steps of separation on the wide receivers. And then even his run after catch was really, really good. There's not a lot you can analyze from rookie minicamp on a star talent. But what we've seen already has been extraordinarily encouraging, especially to be able to line him up. Pittman's going to have options this year, and that's the first year we can really say that, where he's not going to be double covered every time. He's not going to be the lone wolf out there. But now you have Downs, who's going to be in the slot. Now you've got Gould, who I really, really enjoy and really am excited to see what they do with him. And then you've got Pittman and now Adonai Mitchell. I think this is a recipe for some extreme success. And not only that, but now that there's an incredible, explosive, dynamic wide receiver game, what is Jonathan Taylor going to be able to do when the focus is no longer on him? And you have depth in an offensive line that we've not seen in several years. I'm excited about this Colts offense. Year 2 Anthony Richardson is loading up, and he's going to be really, really good. Even Shane Steichen had a clip last week about Anthony Richardson and just his knowledge, just his IQ. We talked about that yesterday with Micah Abraham. But just Anthony Richardson's knowledge and IQ, and I think Adonai Mitchell, if he's able to continue to be clear and cut on his routes for a guy, again, who's a little bit lankier of a build, but if he's able to be clear and concise and cut on his routes and be able to be explosive down the field, I think that is a recipe for a generational wide receiver talent, and I'm so here for it. Because Pittman's been great. Pittman's been awesome. But to have a guy like that would just be unbelievable. And again, this is the first year for a lot of these guys, Jonathan Taylor included, that they have a really, really good quarterback. We're talking since Uncle Phil back in 2019, 2020. Oh, yeah, the 2020 season. This is the first year that we've had a significantly, or our 2021 season, a significant good quarterback lining up with a good coach and a good offense, being able to back this guy up. And I think that for a guy like Adonai Mitchell, this is a recipe for success, and I am so here for it and excited to see it.